Welcome to our channel where we dive into the wildest stories from Reddit. Subscribe for more crazy stories. Story number 1 takes us to Portland, where 34-year-old Marcus worked as an accountant at the Aholant. Marcus was a quiet guy who never got in trouble. But one Thursday afternoon, everything changed. He posted on the subreddit anti-work subreddit under the throwaway account u/throwaway 1234567. Marcus's normal routine was working 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. He was a diligent employee, always meeting deadlines. But his boss, Mr. John Significant Othern, was a different story. Mr. John Significant Othern was notorious for being unfair and biased. One day, Marcus discovered a discrepancy in the company's finances. He looked at the numbers and said, "This doesn't add up." His coworker, a mother-in-law, replied, "You have no idea what you just stumbled upon." Marcus's curiosity was piqued, and he decided to investigate further. As he dug deeper, he found a trail of embezzlement and corruption. The company's CEO was involved, and Mr. John Significant Othern was covering it up. Marcus was shocked and decided to take action. He went to the CEO's office and confronted him. The CEO looked at him and said, "You have no idea what you're dealing with." But Marcus was not intimidated. He had the evidence and was determined to expose the truth. The CEO was fired, and the company was forced to restructure. Marcus's post on the subreddit anti-work got over 10,000 upvotes. The community praised him for his bravery. But wait, story number 2 is even wilder. It takes us to New York City, where 28-year-old Sarah worked as a waitress. Sarah was a young couple, living with her boyfriend, John. They were trying to make ends meet, working multiple jobs. But their boss, Mrs. Significant Othern, was making their lives miserable. She was a retired teacher who thought she owned the place. Sarah posted on the subreddit malicious compliance subreddit under the throwaway account u/throwaway 901234. Her normal routine was working long hours with barely any breaks. But Mrs. Significant Othern was always finding ways to make her work more. One day, Sarah had had enough. She looked at Mrs. Significant Othern and said, "I'm not doing this anymore." Mrs. Significant Othern replied, "You'll do what I say, or you're fired." But Sarah was not afraid. She had been documenting all the abuse and harassment. She took her evidence to the Labor Department. Mrs. Significant Othern was fined, and the restaurant was forced to pay back wages. Sarah's post on the subreddit malicious compliance got over 5,000 upvotes. The community praised her for standing up for herself. Story number 3 takes us to California, where 40-year-old Michael worked as a foster parent. Michael was a caring guy who loved his job, but his boss, Mr. Davis, was a different story. Mr. Davis was a small business owner who only cared about profits. He was always trying to cut corners and save money. Michael posted on the subreddit foster care subreddit under the throwaway account u/throwaway 1111111. His normal routine was taking care of the kids and making sure they were safe. But Mr. Davis was always interfering, trying to control every aspect. One day, Michael discovered that Mr. Davis was embezzling funds. He looked at the documents and said, "This is not right." Mr. Davis replied, "You don't know what you're talking about." But Michael was not convinced. He took his evidence to the authorities. Mr. Davis was arrested, and the foster care system was reformed. Michael's post on the subreddit foster care got over 8,000 upvotes. The community praised him for his dedication. Story number 4 takes us to Texas, where 29-year-old mother-in-law worked as a manager. A mother-in-law was a hard worker who always put her job first. But her boss, Mrs. Lee, was a manipulative Significant Othern. Mrs. Lee was a master of playing office politics. She was always pitting employees against each other. A mother-in-law posted on the subreddit management subreddit under the throwaway account u/throwaway 222222. Her normal routine was managing the team and making sure everything ran smoothly. But Mrs. Lee was always causing drama and making her job harder. One day, a mother-in-law had had enough. She looked at Mrs. Lee and said, "I'm not playing your games anymore." Mrs. Lee replied, "You'll do what I say, or you're fired." But a mother-in-law was not afraid. She had been documenting all the abuse and manipulation. She took her evidence to HR. Mrs. Lee was fired, and the company was forced to restructure. A mother-in-law's post on the subreddit management got over 12,000 upvotes. The community praised her for standing up for herself. Recap the wildest moments from these stories. Which story was the craziest? Subscribe for more crazy stories.